Yes. Good afternoon and welcome to our Life and Legacy webinar. Hi, my name is Ann McNeil and I'm very excited. But then again, you know what? I'm always excited. Yes, I'm always excited to present our McNeil Factor Life and Legacy Masterclass, sharing for you how you can build a seven-figure legacy for your life and also for your business if that's something that you desire. Now, for me, what qualifies me to sit here and share with you is the fact that I'm a speaker, coach, author, 6 books. I'm a member of the NSA Board of Directors that just kind of certifies me, if you will, as a volunteer. I run a multi-million dollar construction business as the first Black female contractor in our state of Florida, operating at the level that we do. Very excited about this, but I'm also certified with the Napoleon Hill Foundation and a coach for the philosophy espoused by Napoleon Hill. These are some of the projects that I have been blessed to work on. One of the most um, exciting ones that I'm involved in. And currently, we are scheduled for a national presentation and award. The very project at the top is our Fire Station 88 for Riviera Beach. This fire station has received the Design Build Association Award for our state of Florida. And also next month, in the month of November, we are up for a national recognition for this fire station. Some of the other projects we've been blessed to be on are projects such as the American Airline Arena, the ballparks in Miami. Actually, majority of the flagship projects in Miami, we have been blessed to be a part of. All right. And as we go along and just talk about what qualifies us to be here, I'm the founder of 5 businesses, 3 for-profits, and 2 not-for-profits: MCO Construction, MCO Consulting, Constructively Speaking, where we speak to share to elevate our clients to go to the next level. The not-for-profit is I'm the founder of the National Speakers Association. No. Founder of the National Association of Black Women in Construction, and also the International Mastermind Association, where we help individuals have a better quality of life in every area of their lives. And we host an annual meeting for that organization, which we'll talk about a little later. And you can go to internationalmasterminders.com and get the details about that. But you can go to annmcneil.com and get details about each one of these organizations. All right. As a national speaker, I do speak nationally, very excited about that, and sharing our 7-figure framework nationally, workshops, presenter, keynote speaker. Also very excited about the fact that I've created a mastermind group for the National Speakers Association called Black NSA Million Dollar Mastermind, and would encourage you to connect with us there. World Class Traveler, just came back from in June from a 6 month was 6 month travel world cruise on Crystal Cruise Line. And the picture on the left, if you're watching this on YouTube, the picture on the left are 72 of the ports that we visited all over the world. And this is that photo. It's actually one of my favorites because it gives an idea of where we went without me having to list every single city. These are some national awards that I'm very excited to have received. The first one on the left is from the Better Investing Organization, better known also as the National Association of Investment Clubs. And I am holding a national award as the Distinguished Volunteer of the Year from the George A. Nicholson Distinguished Service Award. The picture you see is a session that I hosted at that event, and those were the only African Americans in the room out of a total of 1,000 people. We hosted that for the children and have been involved with that organization for over 30 years. So I was very excited to receive this award because actually, as they were making the announcement for this award, I was videoing it live on my phone, only to hear my name called. And I tell you, it was one of the very few times I have been speechless. Now, if you know me, don't smile because yes, I was speechless. The photo in the middle is, and I was inducted into the National Academy of Construction, and that's an organization that really my peers, I consider myself as one of the peers. All of many of my clients and my clients' clients, this is their organization, and you must be invited to be a part of this. And I was very excited to be inducted into this honorable organization. And then the award on the right, far right, uh, the organization called National Association of Women in Construction. I received their DEI award for Champion of Progress. I've been a member of NAWIC since 1982, and it was exciting to also receive that honor. These are some of the books that I've written. Uh, Two books on how to start and run a successful mastermind group, and a daily journal as a part of that process. One book called This is Living, which is also a different kind of journal I host. I actually post what's called Today's, and this is a collection of my Today's. The book at the bottom is How to Raise a Baby Billionaire, written as a result of many people asking me about my youngest daughter, our youngest daughter, my husband, our youngest daughter, Ione McNeil. She branded herself in high school all the way through college as the baby billionaire. And she learned how to analyze stocks and how to invest at a very early age. So I wrote some tips for families about what that journey was like. The book in the middle, You Must Have a Dream to Have a Dream Come True. I published this book the beginning of 2025, and that book was a 20-year process of writing because when I started the book 20 years ago, I didn't feel comfortable writing about something that I had not quite done. Yes, it's a journey, it's not a destination. And so I took my 40 plus years of experience on this journey and wrote about dreams in every single area of my life and how they are coming true, like that cruise. And then finally, on the right is a book about Remember Me This Way. And this really is a book that basically talks about how I would like my final wishes to be planned before I go. And so often that's a subject that we seldom want to discuss, but I decided that it is something that I need to discuss. And so it is called Remember Me This Way. And I would strongly encourage all of you that's listening, please order a copy and consider writing your obituary and turning it into an affirmation for living. But the point is, consider getting your final wishes in order in writing to make sure your family knows where they are. Now, I enjoy focusing on entrepreneurs and small businesses, and this is an example of that, utilizing the philosophy from Think and Grow Rich. I do what I call Niche to Be Rich. I have a retreat every November where I drill down, and the photo on the left, you'll see what I call McNeil Factor income circles. And you'll see on the right the photo where each participant has a box, and I present that box with the items for us to discuss about your business in particular. And I can only take 10 people for this because it really is a matter of drilling down on your business and how we can help you, hit that bottom line that you desire. I'm also a wife, mother, and a friend, grandmother, and all. And these are just some photos um, of our family travel. And each one of these photos is a different travel. On the left, and my grandson and I are on our way to Cape Town, South Africa, and we're traveling first class, which was a phenomenal treat on one of our favorite airlines. The photo in the middle, we were taking our granddaughter to Panama for her 8th birthday, and that was um, a phenomenal opportunity for us to share with her. And then the photo on the right with my grandson and our daughter Ione, where we were in Nigeria enjoying a vacation a few years ago. Now, I want to talk about the big elephant in the room. Now, is This your elephant. Do you feel like you're working really hard and you have very little to show for it? Or now, if this is your elephant, I want you to put a number 2 in the chat. If the previous slide was your elephant, I'm going to ask you to put number 1 in the chat. But if you feel like you have a lot of things to do, dinner, gym, lunch, marketing, running to the store, all of these different busy activities, and you just can't seem to get organized. If this is you, just put 2 in the chat. And if you're watching this on YouTube, also put 2 in the chat. If you're watching it here with us in the studio, you can also just put 2 in the chat. All right. Now, 1 in the chat if this is you, inability to get clarity. 2 in the chat if it's a group of lists. Now, we want to talk about priorities. You see, your problem, this is what I want you to think about. What is your problem costing you? Think about that. Is it costing you missed opportunities? How about lack of focus? Financial freedom? Financial resources and cash reserves? How about precious time with loved ones? How about the need to take a vacation? Is that what it's costing you? Now, not just the financial cost. I really want you to think about not being able to be there for your family. How about what you really want? You want clarity, time with your family and friends, financial freedom. How about self-confidence, whole life success? These could be costing you lots of money if you stop and think about it. But this is what I know for sure. It is possible for you to live your best life. I really want you to imagine what does that look like for you when you build a financial legacy and live a life of significance while at the same time taking your business to the next level. What does it really look like for you? Well, let's talk about Chris McCarron. This is what it looked like for her before working with us. Chris says that her challenge was generating revenue and the imposter syndrome. She's quoted as saying, "I was barely making enough money to pay my bills, racking up debt and driving a beat up old car." In conversations, she was very self-deprecating and had a negative attitude toward her future. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. These are the expectations. I want you really to be excited about our journey together. This is your journey. That's what I want you to keep in mind. And along with my team, we are committed to guide you to get results. That is what we're committed to do. Now, keep this in mind. What got you here, it won't get you there. Because if you've been hustling and grinding, you need to put some systems, I would suggest people, platforms in place. But if you've been living on government contracts like so many of us have done, think about what's happening right now in the economy with many of these programs and these contracts. You really want to put some financial management systems and processes in place. Now, this is the breaking news because contrary to what you may believe, legacy is financial because most people think that the legacy stories about the lessons that we've learned that have been passed down through many, many, many generations in most of our families, that's really not legacy. Legacy really is, in addition to that, also financial. Yes, legacy is also financial because if you don't leave money behind, then your cycle is going to repeat itself. Now, just imagine what it will be like when your business is growing, you have an amazing team, you're able to go away for 3 weeks on a vacation, and you're not tied to your phone. Now, I come back to this, my favorite picture. because that is what we work toward to help you. If this is your desire, or whatever it is your desire, whether it's a world cruise or whether it's just taking off a day a week, every single week for 52 weeks. Can you just imagine? Let's take off a day. Pick a day, which day you want. Well, we picked days, and this is a photo of our trip to Cape Town. Now, there are 4 keys that you must master to live your best life. And while living your best life, I'd encourage you also to establish and leave a legacy. So, what's your next step? I would like to encourage you to think about life and legacy. Our framework starts with definite purpose. Chris, I'm going to go back to Chris McCarran, because from working with us, she has created what is now called the Beehive co-working community, and she is the queen bee. Is home improvement contractor. She's uh, investing in real estate and doing a lot of wonderful things. Now, her quote now says, "It's been about 2 years since we've worked together." And she still recites her self-confidence formula every day. She lives in a beautiful home that she designed. And she has joined, actually, at the time of this, not only did she join our investment club, but she was our president of the club. She's written a book and created multiple passive income streams. And she's already launched her online course and real estate brokerage. Now, so the second step in this life and legacy framework is visionary leadership. So don't worry, I've got you. We give you all the resources that you need to implement this step. It's called community. Meet Malachi Monroe. Malachi realized from working with us that the university was not for him. But after leaving the university and working with us, we allowed him and showed him a larger vision of himself. And now he's in control of his life, and he gets clarity in his areas of profit. And right now, at the right now, he has hit a record in his company of $90,000 for one of his clients in a day. Well, it's 30 days, but it was in a day. Now, Life and Legacy Framework Part 3 is financial mastery. This is Galen Bingham from Clean Global Coaching and Consulting. And Galen says that since working with me, he's fortifying his mental strength, and I can really attest to that. He's embracing a life of audacious possibility. He has accountability to remain focused. He's created a bold new world of possibility, and it's anchored the 13 principles of the philosophy of Think and Grow Rich. And he's also now a co-host with me for our Think and Grow Rich Saturday Mastermind show that I've hosted now this for almost 18 years. And he has his own podcast now called Whiskey, Jazz, and Leadership. So the center focus of our life and legacy framework is ultimate transformation. I have a newsflash. It's going to be hard to get the life and legacy you love when your process is broken. Now, which are you missing? Now, there's one more thing. Mindset, yes. For those that know me, know mindset before skill set, because mindset is everything. A positive mind, Napoleon Hill says, finds a way it can be done. A negative mind looks for all the ways it cannot be done. You have a new mindset, you have new results, because your success requires a shift. Yes, it does. It requires a shift in your mindset. The mindset formula is thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. That would give you the results. This is Valencia Warren Gibbs, and Valencia says that when working with Anne, we've helped her to identify, define, and place her desires, teaching how to learn from the obstacles, and that goals are a byproduct of the greatest gift of discovering you, and that is the truth. She also encourages us to trust the process. Now she's wealthier in spirit, finances, health, creativity, and family by following the guidance of our McNeil Factor Success System. Now, what's the story that's blocking you to get to your next level? I really want you to stop and think about that for a second. Think about what's holding you back, because there really are the stories that we tell ourselves. You see, living your best life and establishing your legacy is not as hard as letting your mindset stop you from achieving your next big goal. It really is not. Now, if you're waiting for a sign, yes, if you are waiting for a sign, guess what? This is it. This is your sign. Now, don't worry, my team and I are committed to helping you achieve living your best life and establishing your legacy. It doesn't have to be hard, because with our help, we can help you. Now, I want to recap. If your elephant, as we talked before, was number one, just put number one in the chat. If it was number two, you're looking for clarity, you can put number two in the chat. Because your real problem and what is costing you, I really want you to think about, what is it really costing you? Our life and legacy framework will help you define purpose, visionary leadership, financial mastery, which all of this tends to lead to mindset mastery. You don't need 4 separate programs, and there's no reason for you to have to go and find 4 different people and programs to piece your own solution together. You see, this picture is just the tip of the iceberg. You cannot reverse engineer this. So what we do is help you work on the bottom of that tip of the iceberg. But that's a decision you have to make. We don't want you to waste time and energy trying to reinvent the wheel, because what you don't know, it could cost you everything. Don't reverse engineer that. No, Just want to make sure you keep that in mind. Now, you have a decision to make. Option one, you can work on your own. You can implement what I've shared. Option two, you can let us help you. You can enroll in our Life and Legacy retreat to be fully supported to achieve living your best life while establishing, yes, you can live your best life while establishing a legacy. All right. Now, how much is this costing you to solve the problem? I'm wrapping up by sharing my contact information, 786-546-0184, 786-546-0184. You can connect with me by going to our website. The details are there, annmcneil.com. You can also email me at annmcneil@annmcneil.com. You can register for our retreat there, and I will take any questions. This is how the options that we have. First, our Clarity Mastermind. The investment is only $67 a month for you to get greater clarity in every area of your life: accountability, community, confidence, monthly themes, and experience a transformation, not just motivation. The second way we can work together is my Niche to Be Rich program. This is a step-by-step niching down blueprint where I go into my income circles. It's interactive training, is 1 day, mindset shifts for business, networking with like-minded individuals, and you have accountability. This is a 1 day business retreat, $997. The Clarity Mastermind is only $67 a month if you decide that option, or you can do the Niche to Be Rich, or you can add them all up together, the Mastermind, the Niche to Be Rich, all of those added to equals to our Life and Legacy retreat. Now, this is a transformational 3 day business retreat experience. You get clarity, interactive mastermind, networking with high achieving leaders, action plans for your blueprint for your personal growth, accountability, time for reflection, renewal, inspiration, and legacy plans. This investment is only $7,500, and we do have payment plan options available. So I want to thank you for attending, and I will go ahead and stop the presentation. But for those of you that have questions, I'll take any and all questions.